Good morning, friends. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to day 5 of our walk today. We are leaving the town of Markina, heading into Gernika, which is about 25 kilometers today. Did I say it's our 5th day of walking? So yeah, it's our 5th day of walking. Cloudy day. It looked like it rained all night because everything is wet, and it's 12 degrees right now. Last night I didn't get a chance to do an outro just because I was just so tired. Didn't have any chance. We had our pilgrims meal, like Camino dinner with other pilgrims. I highly recommend that Pension or Albergue. They have both. That we stayed at. The hospitalera, she is just awesome. She's so nice. She speaks English, very hospitable. She makes sure we're okay. I ask for hot water a lot, so she provides hot water. Very friendly. The place is big actually, so I think there's about 20 plus of us. So let's talk about the route yesterday. The route yesterday was actually really good, beautiful. Like every route has their own kind of like character and own feel. They said it's the hardest stage, but because the day before it was really hard, it was like 5 out of 5 for us when it comes to difficulty. Yesterday it wasn't hard. It wasn't really hard. It kind of reminds us more of the Camino Primitivo path. So let me go here because hope it's not bumpy. But yeah, it reminds us of the Camino Primitivo path, wherein you're just walking along the mountains, which was really nice. Heading into the tunnel right now. I'm going to show you. Like yesterday has its own version of ups and downs, but nothing as steep as the one that we had the day before. The only highlight for me for yesterday was getting into Deba, because it was really just a steep descent and it was muddy. The ground was a little bit wet, so if you don't have like poles and strong grip on your shoes, it might be very tricky. What we did is we just hopped all the way down, because there's no point of going against gravity. It's just going to be much more harder, especially on your toes and your knees. So we just hop safely. My husband is not using poles and he was fine, so you know, I love my poles, so it's very helpful. All right, so that's it for the update. Hope you're having a good day. We're on the Camino Norte and we're really loving the Camino. It's not easy, it's very challenging, but gosh, it's just beautiful. So yeah, I will show you around. I'll take you along with me, and again, thank you for watching. I want to wish you well. Come and join us for a walk, and buen camino to all of you. We took a detour to see this church, which is, you have a big rock to see inside. Church. You turn here. This is a big church. So at the back of the church is the municipal albergue, and here is the entrance. You'll find it at the back of the church. And then from the back of the church, you just turn left to get back to the path. I see a mountain up ahead. Is that where we're heading? this is the path. We've been trailing along this beautiful walkway by the stream of water on the side and the birds. Pilgrims are ahead of us. So for today, the goal is to get to Gernika, as I mentioned, but we're not staying there. We're actually staying in Bilbao. So we're going to take the train to get to Bilbao, stay there for 2 nights, leave our bags, and the following day, we're going to have a long day, our last day of walk, 30 kilometers. So we're just going to take our light pack with us. So the town of Gernika is very historic in a way that in 1937 it was bombed by President Francisco Franco of Spain, conspired with the Nazi Germans because of the Basque region. So lots of civilians died because of the aerial bombings, and I think the goal is to destroy the Basque region. I would recommend you just do a research on that to get the full story, but that's kind of like the gist of it. So basically in Gernika, we will not see any historic, like, you know, those old architectures because it was destroyed. So most likely the buildings that were built there were from World War II and up. So it's really interesting town, and I think even the town before Markina, that area was also bombed during World War II. So very historic town. This is a really nice street. After the past 4 days of walk, we're still right at the bottom, like in the city. We're not high up yet, so really a good time to enjoy this walk and the scenery. So from our accommodation, we had our breakfast. We had a toast and coffee, no fruits, and we paid about $4.50. So we're set up for the day. Hopefully the next town will have a second breakfast, but I don't think we will see anything for a while. It looks like we're heading into our first climb of this morning. It's not that bad. Another pilgrim up ahead. Beautiful blue skies. Very nice and pleasant. We'll take that. So we're very close to the stream of water now. And the path is a bit tight. Be very careful, because otherwise you're just gonna fall straight to the stream. There is the water fountain here, in case you need to refill your water. entering the town of Bolivar. The monastery is up there. Pilgrims are welcome to stay there. And I think that's where the path is taking us. Cute little town. Nice church here. The church is closed. We're going to make our stop here before we go uphill. Beautiful town though. Woo! Thank you for the welcome. So the update is we'll be walking for 7.7 kilometers and an hour and 50 minutes. So it's about less than 2 hours. That's the aerial view of the town. Alright, we just had our coffee break at that restaurant over there. Really good restaurant, really good pinchos. And we're gonna start climbing up. And yeah, I changed into long sleeves. I removed my t-shirt because I could feel my skin burning. I think the UV rays is really high today. And it's only like what? Not even 11 o'clock. So very important to protect your skin when you do the Camino because we're exposed. So that's your update. We're like 20 kilometers away to our stop. Here comes the climb with the sheep. There is a traffic jam and we have a donkey right here. Yes. Usually when there's a lot of pilgrims, I allow them to go ahead and then just leave a gap because I don't like to tailgate and I don't like anybody tailgating me as well. So yeah, give each other some space to do our walk. So this donkey decided to follow me. Let's see if he'll continue to follow me. Hello. Like I said, stop right by the grass. We're getting closer to the monastery. We made it to the top. So basically the monastery is the highest elevation for the stage. So we welcome that. Now let's have a look. So pilgrims can stay here. There is the albergue. Heading in that direction. Alright, that was a nice break at the church, and at the side of the church there's like a garden. Nice cool breeze, you know, while you take your break because it's so humid today. Thankfully the sun is not out, it's cloudy, but nonetheless it's very humid today. But this place is beautiful. If you have energy left after like stage 4, you can come up here and stay. But yeah, very beautiful. So the path basically takes you right to the monastery. So that is the path over there, and that's the monastery, and it's by the sign that you pass by the monastery. It's beautiful here, very peaceful. We've been walking for 2 hours and 47 minutes at 10 kilometers. I'm sharing with you guys what I look like just to block my skin from the sun. But right now there's a cool breeze, which is really good. I thought I would share with you the demographics of who's walking Camino Norte. So from our Camino dinner last night, there were dentists, lawyers, doctor, and adults, like adults in a way that they're probably in their mid-20s. So some of them are doing their Camino for the first time. I think the people that walk this Camino is not so much for religious or spirituality, but I think it's more on the challenge and the scenery. I think spiritual wise, if you're looking for a Camino that takes you to more on the spiritual dynamic of your walk, I think Camino Frances will give you more of that, because again, there's so many towns and so many churches that you could visit. But here it's more on your with nature. You're by the coast and you're walking in the mountains. You're welcome here. There's a pilgrim. Beautiful trail here. I must say I'm missing the coast. We haven't seen the coast in a while. But it's beautiful here with the birds. We have a boardwalk situation here, and it crosses with the GR route. I'm just saying that this boardwalk would be very handy yesterday as you enter Deba. So hopefully one day, because that downhill path to Deba is really, really steep. And this boardwalk will come in really, really handy. Sorry, my mistake. I'm not entering the town of Deba, entering the town of Markina, where we came from. We're still in the boardwalk. This is so beautiful. Array of flowers. I've mentioned this in the past, but one thing I like about doing the Camino is that, especially when you go to the small towns, is that the locals will look at you in the eye and then they will greet you. They will say hello to you. Even kids, even teenagers, which is really nice. I think it's a church. Beautiful walkway. We have white flowers left and right. So nice, like a fairy tale. We are 10 kilometers away from, or 10 kilometers away to Gernika. Definitely need a break. It's a gradual climb coming into this restaurant, so let's take a break. We're less than 10 kilometers away to Gernika. We've been walking for almost 19 kilometers at 4.4 hours. In case you pack some lunch, there's an area here where you can stop. The restaurant is this way. This is what we order, platos combinados. It's the beef. And by the way, there's a water fountain there. In case you need to refill your water, but looks at me. Finally, rice. After 5 days. Alright, we just left the restaurant, the Taberna. Had our lunch. It's actually really good. I would recommend a stop there, especially after the uphill. The rice kind of like reminded us of Costa Rica, but she said she's not from Costa Rica, she's from Cuba. So that was a really good lunch. We're 8 kilometers away from Gernika, and what time is it? 2:43. We walked 18 kilometers, 4.5 hours. So final stretch, we should be there in less than 2 hours. See ya. Just a disclaimer, after lunch there will be a gradual steep uphill. So yeah, something to let you know in case you don't want to have like a good meal or a light meal, but it's going to be uphill after. Now we're in this forest and it's downhill. It's really comfortable walk. On the 21-kilometer mark, you will be met with a gradual steep incline. The sun stop, and it's hot and humid, which makes it even more challenging. Oh, finally, there's the light at the end of the forest. It was a challenging last 8 kilometers. It was just like a steep incline and decline. But now it looks like that's Gernika. You can see it. No, not Gernika. Gernika, yeah, it is Gernika. So we're coming for you. We're gonna go straight to the train station and then go to Bilbao. Here we are. Gernika. I don't know what it is, but we typically travel in Spain around this time because it's still spring and it's nice and cool. But for some reason this year, it's just so hot already. Ooh, nice cool breeze. I mean, last year when we did the Camino Primitivo, it was later on in April, from April to May. And it was still cool. It's actually, there was snow still. But now it's mid-April and it's so hot. Best break ever. Oh, thank God, we entered the town of Gernika. Honestly, the last few kilometers felt like 10 kilometers and not 8. It just took so long and lots of ups and downs. But we finally made it to the town. Except we have a train taxi here. That's the train station. So this is our train to the Sana. There is a guide that will help you. You just basically need to buy the ticket. And then, yeah, you just need to tap it in that machine over there. Okay, so we've walked 26 kilometers in 7 hours. So today. So today's walk is actually a friendly walk. It's not that bad. It's a friendly walk compared to the last 4 days that we've had. It's just a lot of ups and downs, especially in the end when you're already tired and you're out of steam. It's really hot and humid today. It's 23 degrees and it's April 19th, so mid-April, but it's already hot here in Spain. So again, we are taking our train from Gernika to Bilbao, and then tomorrow morning we're going to come back here via train to continue our walk from Gernika to Bilbao. It's 30 kilometers. So thanks again for joining us on our walk today. I hope that you like this video, and I hope that you find it helpful. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and thanks for tuning in. And buen camino, everybody. Back to the big city. It's quite the transition to come from rural cities to big city when you're doing the Camino. Hello everybody, and welcome to Bilbao, Spain. So today would have been our 6th day of walk from Irun on the Camino Norte, but there has been a change of plans because as soon as we arrived here last night from Gernika, we actually fell in love with the city. It was love at first sight and love at first bite. So we decided to spend the full day here and skip the walk because we arrived here around 6 p.m. Last night, and if we are to walk the 30 kilometer today, we would be arriving around the same time. So that basically allow us not to enjoy the city. So instead, we're gonna do our 20k. I don't think we're gonna do the 30k today. The 20k today here in Bilbao and just walk around. So when we come back to do the Camino Norte, we are going to start from Gernika. So that's what happens. Nothing is written in stone. It's flexible, and again, we're very limited time here in Spain, so we might as well enjoy it. It's really nice here in Bilbao. Really great city. The museum is just right there. I can see the spider already. Anyhow, so yeah, thank you again so much for watching and for following us on our Camino Norte. Really great Camino, great path, very challenging, but it provides you with really great views. We're gonna come back and start from Gernika, and of course I'm gonna take you along with us in our Camino walk. So thanks again for tuning in. I really appreciate all of you. Stay well, and until next time, buen camino. Bye. Muchas gracias.